Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name is Deanna and today I want to go through some of the newest cards that I've been working on. So I'm going to bring them up closer and then we will do one together. So they're all the same. The only thing that's different is I changed the color of the scarf and the earmuffs. Other than that, everything is exactly the same. So when you open them up, inside it says, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." So we got the green, we've got a teal, we've got a blue, one in pinks, and one in purples, and we're going to do one in reds here in a second. So let me set these aside. So I started with an 8.5 by 11 card stock, 65-pound weight. Cut that down to 7 by 10. On the 10-inch edge, I scored it at 5 inches to give myself a 5 by 7-inch card. I have a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 piece of white cardstock here. I'm going to stamp this snowman on there. This snowman is 3260H Warm and Cold, and it is a penny black stamp from 2006, and I've had it in my stash. This is the first time I used it is for this project, and it is just so cute. I can see myself using it a lot more. I am using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I'm going to ink that up, and I'm going to move it towards me a little bit here so I can get over top of it. And I'm trying to proportion it equally in the center. We're going to hold that down for a little bit. Let the ink soak into that paper. This is textured cardstock. It is, I use it all the time, American Crafts white textured cardstock. There we go. We've got a beautiful stamp there. I'll set this aside. And then I'm going to bring in my scrap piece of, this is like cardboard backing from a pack of paper. And I just keep them handy. I just use them for things like this where I know the color might go through. So we're just going to, this is a tri-blend marker. I'm using, this is the dark red, and it's DR1, DR3, and DR4. So I am actually going to be using DR1 and DR4. And I'm going to go every other one here for this part. And then we'll use the lighter color for the other area. And these came together so nice and fast. A little bit on his earmuffs here. And the only reason I got the card base in this, these are alcohol markers, so they will leak through sometimes. So these are, again, Spectrum Noir tri-blend markers. I have both the dark set and the original set. I don't know if there's another set or not. I think there might be another set other than these two. I'm going to make a little like that. Okay. So I used the red. I also used, get them turned around here, the green turquoise blend, GT1 and GT3. GT2 is in the middle. I use hydrangea blend, HB1, HB2, HB3. I used magenta blend, MG1, MG2, MG3. I used the light green blend, LG1, LG3, LG5. And I also used true blue blend, TB2, TB3, and TB4. Those are the 6 I used to create my 6 cards. And I'm creating 6 cards because that's what I'm working on for each of the teachers in gifts. They'll get 6 cards, 12 tags, and various other items next Christmas. For his little arms, I do have the brown tri-blend markers, but it was just easier for me to grab my Sharpie permanent marker. It's a small tip. And I'm just going to color this in. Just makes it a little bit easier because it is such a fine little spot. And I'm not worrying about all the blending and stuff on these cards because I am doing so many of the cards. So, and then I just used a orange, I don't know what brand this is, just an orange little marker for his nose. And again, I also have the tri-blend marker that is orange, but these areas are so tiny that I want to make sure that I stay within my boundaries there. In addition to that, I used a black glaze pen, and this is XPGB number 849. And I got these on Amazon as a, I want to say there was 6 or 7 in a pack of different colors. So this is really nice to create that really high gloss look. So we're going to do his 2 buttons. And then I'm just going to do a little dot on each of his eyes to make those shiny. And we're going to set this aside and let it dry. And we will continue on. So for the card itself, here is my 10 by 7 scored at 5 inches. I have already stamped on the inside right-hand side. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I'm going to take this, and I want my hole to be right in here. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put this down and face it away from me. And I'm going to slide this in and meet that scored edge right up with the edge of my die cutting plate. I'm going to lay my small circle, which is from Cottage Cuts Stitch Circle Set. I used the 2 just about in the middle there. And it is CCB-008, again, Stitch Circle Set from Cottage Cuts. And I'm going to line this up right in there. Put my plate on. I'm going to run that through. Don't get moved. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to bump the... It might shake the table just a little bit. There we go. We're going to bring it back here. There we go. I figured I'd do it so you could see. And then it creates this little circle here with the stitches. We'll keep that for another project. And then, so here's our hole. And then there's our stamp. Now we're going to take this and run it through again. And this time we're going to use... What do I do with the... Oh, right here. This is an embossing folder, and it is Winter Wonderland, and it is a Crafter's Companion, number SWWEFSFSF. So, but then it is called Winter Wonderland. Fluttering Snowflakes is the die, or is the embossing folder name. Again, Crafter's Companion is the company, and it looks like this. Now I want this blue side on my top here. So I'm going to put this in there like that. And it doesn't cover the whole thing exactly, but it covers it sufficient enough. Again, I'm going to leave this open, stick it facing away from me. Now I found that in order to get a really good press, I've just got a piece of a Taco Bell box here, thin cardboard. And then 2 pieces of just regular printer paper. I'm going to slide that under there. I just need the extra little amount of coverage. I'm going to get this going this way here for pressing. Get it all situated here so it's just right. Just like that. You don't need both plates. I only need one. Make sure I'm lined up here. There we go. And then we're going to put it through. just one time. There we go. Pull it out the back. And that should have given us enough. I had made one of my, I guess, samples that I was working on. I put one in and I had too thick, and so it squished my paper and it crinkled it all up. So it's just getting that fine. So I keep all these scrap things and I use those for my samples to find out which is the exact amount of pressure I need to get a good press on it. It's kind of hard to see, I know, but it's all those little snowflakes. Then to get the little frame here, again, I use my cottage cut stitch circle dies. And I'm just going to use a scrap piece of mirrored cardstock. And I put my big circle down there. And then, of course, you line up this one inside there. You can use tape if you want. I don't seem to have too much trouble getting it to stay in line usually. Carefully put that on. I'm going to run that through, and that will create our frame we want for the outside of our card. Like that. There's the little circle. And then there's the frame. Just as perfect as can be. So let me get these out of my way now. I'm going to set this aside a second. I just figured I'd do that in front of you because sometimes it's just a little bit nicer. So here's our other cards. And we have our red one. It should be dry now. So we're going to stick this in here and line it up so where we can see it really good inside that window. I'm going to hold my finger there. Make sure he's not anywhere near my... I had another sentiment that I was going to use, but it was way too big and it got cut off. So I'm just going to make sure it's kind of lined up in the inside of the card. Hold it, reclose it, double check. Okay, and looks like we're good. I'm going to hold that down, bring in my glue. And there's probably easier ways to do this, but this is just the way I do it. And I, like I said, there's probably a lot easier. My glue thing got smudged up there. There we go. Let's see. Is it going to work now? Oh, there you go. So I'm just going to run some glue along here. That's, whoop, just moved you a little bit. Quick double check. I think we should be good. Yep, there we go. There we go. I'm going to hold this down. And we're going to lift this other half. Some more into there. There we go. They have plenty of room down at the bottom there to sign. Leave a private message. Or I then took, and my it's the most wonderful time of the year stamp was from Pink Fresh Studio, and it's Oh Joy, and it is number PFRC 401016. Let me see if I can get it so you can see it. And I don't know what year is this from, but again, PFRC 401016. And it's got some cute little sayings and stuff in it. So Pink Fresh Studio, Oh Joy clear stamp set. I also cut out some of the Tim Holtz 661599 paper snowflakes minis, and those are here. So, and then here's my silver ring. I actually ran out of silver working on this project. I thought I had more, but if I do, I can't find it. So we're going to just, and I found it, whoops, excuse me. This is why my glue dries out, because I don't put my thing in. I found it easier if I opened this up. So all I was seeing was just the one edge of blue. And that seemed to work the best for me. So I wasn't looking at the inside and the outside at the same time. Whoops. maybe. When it's got that embossing on it, that's raised, so it makes it a little harder. You got to make sure you give it a little bit more time. So there we go. Perfect. And then I just took the 2 snowflakes. Here, I hope everybody's having a good day today. And we're losing our snow. We've got rain today in my part of Michigan. So we haven't had a lot of snow. We got dumped on pretty good a couple weeks ago. But other than that, we didn't have much snow at all this year. Okay, so just those 2 snowflakes is what I used. These will fit in a 5x7 envelope. Again, I get my envelopes from Temu, and they seem to be a good quality at a decent price. So that is cute cards. I just really like these. And in fact, I'm thinking about trying to create a tag that might coordinate with them using that same snowman. So just got some cute ones here. Just very cute cards. Nice and simple. They actually went together very easy. And as always, I want to thank you for stopping in, watching. Please hit that bell. And also, if you could give me a thumbs up. Oops, sorry. Give me a thumbs up. And then if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my little channel. And hit that bell. You can be notified each time I put up a new video. Like I said yesterday, I'm hoping to hit it kind of hard this year and put out a lot of tutorials and things like that. So until the next time, I wish you and your family many, many blessings. I love you all, and have a great day. Bye-bye.